Good evening, morons. It's Victor, King of the Morons, Godfather, J-Vlogging, and Old Woman. Yes, I'm wearing the hat that many of you hate. Too bad. It keeps me warm. Actually, I'm sick this evening. I spent most of the day inside perfecting my gaming skills. That is funny. Today I'm going to be talking about quite a few things. One of them is Birdman. One of them are other J-Vloggers on the scene. Of course, the terrorist attack in France. And what else? I think and technology and things that are happening all over the world. Okay, so this is just a random J-Vlog. Not a J-Vlog. It's a what do you call it? What do you call it? A laundry video. Let's take off the hat and get ready. I want to be. Actually, like I said, I spent most of today inside, sick today. And I've got my new thermos. I told you about this cups. I looked it up after the last video. I talked about this in a couple of videos ago, and it's one of the most incredible inventions that I've ever heard of. It sells for $25 on Amazon. Hold on, let me show the case. I'm not hawking it. I don't get anything for this, unless anyone can figure out a way to get me money for this. That'd be great. But this thing goes for $25 in the States, and it's like the most amazing thing I've ever seen. It keeps things warm for a long, long time. It keeps things cold for a long, long time. Oh, New Year's Eve. That's when I talked about this before. So it's actually a pretty amazing little thing. You know, it's wow. It keeps warm, and no, you might think, oh, big deal, but it keeps things warm on the inside, really warm for a long time, and the outside room temperature, right? Like a coffee mug, you know, it's hot, coffee's hot. Oh, be careful, it's hot, right? Not this thing. It's amazing. Okay, now let's get on to a lot of things to talk about today. Yeah, and let me tell you how I started thinking about this. Okay, to do that, I've got to introduce you to this person. Hold on, here we go. My father. This is my father over here. A million windows open. I'm going to close them one by one as we get rid of them. This is my dad, okay? And that's it right there. Just enjoy him while I turn on another light here. Okay. There we go. Another light there. A little more light in here. Okay. So you might think, what's the point? Well, my dad is a bad mofo. Okay, he is really. Oh, look, that mug I was just talking about. It's being advertised right there. That's funny. Amazon, 1,273. That's cheap. So only $13 in Japan. If it's the same one, I'm not sure if it is. Anyway, my dad is a bad mofo. He's in Peru right now. He happened to be there. He's there on vacation with my mom, and my uncle died about the same time that he was there. So he was able to go to the funeral. So that was, you know. Of course, it's sad that my uncle died, but it's good that he was there to see that. So that's cool. And he's a really bad mofo. And I was thinking about this. I was thinking, you know, because I'm going to be a father soon, too, as well, right? And, of course, you know, I love my dad. I mean, I really look up to my dad. He was, like, my hero. He is my hero, okay? He's really, I mean, I can't even get into it. I can't tell you why, because of the things he's done. I can't really tell on camera. Government stuff, you know. But he's a really, really cool guy. And he didn't, but here's the thing, here's the secret, nobody knows. He didn't have someone like him to look up to growing up. He didn't have a father figure like I did for various reasons that are really none of your business, okay? But here's the point. I was thinking, how am I ever going to live up to my dad? How can I be as cool a dad as my dad was to me? And that's going to be hard. But, and on top of it, the ironic thing is, what probably made my father what he is the fact that he was his own father, you know? I mean, he created himself in a way. I'm sure he had men in his life that shaped him somehow, like Tony Soprano or something, but no, you know, I don't mean a kid so much, but I probably have a slight fever, which is why my head is moving so quickly, you know, brain cells. Elevated temperatures actually does make your brain move quickly. I would say Sheldon from Big Bang probably has a higher room temperature, brain temperature than room temperature. Anyway, so I thought that was pretty cool. And of course, I started thinking about who. I don't know if you've heard the expression, the child is the father of the man. You know, who you are as a child. Something that's the expression. Something like that. Put the correct word in the comments. But who you are as a child shapes who you will become as a man. So why am I a 47-year-old this Victor? How did Victor become this way? Well, you have to look at my childhood, I guess. And of course that was shaped by this guy over there, my father. That's interesting. Oh, and the other reason I started thinking about this was because I was watching TV with my mom. Freudian slips, by the way, Freudian slips do not exist. Yeah, Freud. Everything. By the way, Freud's children. I don't know if you know this, but Freud's children basically decided that they're all psychologists too or psychiatrists, and they were like, "Yeah, my dad was full of shit." Anyway, I was watching TV with my wife, and of course she's pregnant now. We've got 40 days away from the kid coming out. And we're watching a commercial, and we're watching a TV show about. It's like Japan loves to show like. Japan is like the it's like a big YouTube channel, right? They show YouTube videos and like, look at this, look what we found on YouTube, kind of shit. And they were showing these robberies and shit on YouTube, and it was pretty funny. And then right before they go to commercial, they cut to a scene of two gunmen in the street. And I'm like, oh, I haven't seen that yet, because I've seen all of it. Like, I've seen everything. So I'm like, I'm not impressed at all. But I'm like, what the hell is that, right? And they cut to commercial, and the commercial is unseasonably long this time. Commercials aren't usually that long in Japan. Yeah, usually they're very short. But they cut the commercial, and during one of the commercials is a song. It's Oka-san wa dareka ga umareta no, Oba-san wa gare kara umareta no. And that song is basically a child saying, "Mom, who gave birth to you?" And we imagine the mother must have said, "Oba-chan, your grandmother did." And the child's next question was, "Well, who gave birth to her?" Right? So I started thinking about that, of course, and I started thinking about my dad and all that crap, and of course, then they showed the clip of the TV program came back on, and it's the terrorist attack in France, and I started thinking that, wow, this is how it's going to be, this is the future, and this is the kind of world my child is going to grow up in, and I'm closing that now, and things go quickly. And I'm thinking, I'm so many things I'm thinking, but one of them, I'll cut to it simply, okay? I don't know if you guys know about this, but there's a satirical, I'll give, for those of you who have not heard, because you may not have heard, I just heard about it. There's a satirical magazine in France named Charlie Hebdo. And I have no idea how to pronounce that, Charlie Hebdo. Where the hell is it? Is it? There we go. I thought I had it open, ready to go, but no. Where the hell did it go? Sorry about that. I thought I had this ready to go. Oh, there it is. Oh, covering me up. Okay. Covered. That's my official Facebook, by the way. If you're not following me on Facebook, follow me on Facebook. Okay. There it is. Okay. So Charlie Hebdo, in 2011, published this cover, and it says it here in France. I don't speak French, but I read Spanish. I can tell it says 100 something, and you will die of laughter, something like that. So basically, the English translation is something like 100 lashes if you don't die of laughter. And it's a satirical magazine, so that makes sense. And so you might think, okay, what's a big deal? Well, in the Islamic religion, you are not allowed to make fun. You're not allowed to actually depict, not even make fun. You're not allowed to depict the Prophet Muhammad. Now, when I'm trying to teach this to a lot of Muslims watch this channel. No offense to any of you, and I actually know a lot of you. I've been friendly with you, and I am friends with a few of you. Often you ask me, what about in Japan? What do Japanese people think about it? And they don't like the Muslims that I do know. I want to say they're good Muslims, but the fact, this is just like Ben Affleck said on TV. You shouldn't have to say they're good Muslims. It's just ridiculous. But the Muslims I do know, of course, do not like the bad publicity. I think we can all agree on that. Nobody likes the bad publicity that Muslims get when this kind of shit happens. I've never asked them, hey, do you mind if I draw your prophet, Muhammad? But to answer that question, and a lot of, what do Japanese people think about Muslims and stuff? Well, first of all, when I say Muhammad, when I try to explain the story to Japanese, because I teach English in Japan, and I'm teaching this. And the other day I was talking about this, not the other day, but a while ago. I was talking about this rule, or this, what do you call it? This policy? I don't know. You can't depict the Prophet Muhammad. Right? It's against the rules. They're like, who? Muhammad Ali? And it's kind of funny because when I did a Google search today of Muhammad on cover of magazine, what comes up first, right? Well, let me show you. What comes up first? Muhammad Ali, right? You get all these pictures of Muhammad Ali. That's what comes up first. Not Muhammad the Prophet. Okay, so it's just kind of crazy, right? You have to put in Charlie Hebdo to get this one. But anyway, so I was trying to explain this to Japanese. So they don't really understand this. And in Japan, religion is not... It's here, but it's always here, but it's never here. Like, nobody really cares. But people are always doing things that you, from an outsider's point of view, might seem religious. Like New Year's Eve, we go to the shrine, we go to the temple, right? And people like clap twice, bow. Throw in money, clap twice, bow, and then clap twice and walk away, and then drink some sake. Amazake, by the way, the sake I was drinking the other day is not alcoholic, in case you don't know. But it's called sweet sake, but it's not actually. There's no alcohol in it, actually. Kind of interesting, I thought. But anyway, Japanese don't really get this, and I like that I like the Japanese attitude towards religion, because a lot of religious people might think it's half-assed, but at the same time, it's not going to get you in a fight. Like Catholics and Protestants, they're so close, but they're so close in their beliefs, and that makes them so dislike each other in general. Like, a lot of people don't even consider Catholics as Christians. It's just crazy. And I was thinking about how we have to deal with people and how we have to respect religion and all that. But then to put it very, very simply, and I know I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I thought, what if people... Okay, I'm not a believer. Now, I'm not a believer out of choice. I used to believe as a child, very much so. I went to church every Sunday. I prayed. I tried to talk to God and all that. But, somewhere along the line, I came to the realization that he just couldn't exist. Okay. Now, of course, I could be wrong. But in my mind, it's something... God is not something that I have in my life as a support. It's not part of my support system. Okay. The confidence that I have in my life, or the gratitude, or everything that I have, just comes from other people, right? I am a spiritual person, if you can believe that or not. I love nature and I love peace, and I feel sometimes that there's a goodness that infiltrates me. And some of you who are religious might say, well, that's God. Well, good. You might think so. But I honestly think that religion is just vehement forms of religion. Is that the word I should use? Or zealous forms of religion, or are not good. And we do not need a world where people need religion like this. We need a world where religion is just kind of like custom, like, okay, let's say grace, and that's it. Okay, let's just go to the church and throw some money in, but you don't need a religion where your religion says, let's blow up people, let's kill people. Now, I'm not talking about just Islamic terrorists as well, or is Islam at all. I'm saying all religions, any religion who has any kind of thought like that just sucks. And of course, it's happened in every religion. I think even Jews, like back I think even Jews had this, like in the Old Testament, like they would just, I think they killed other people, right? I mean, okay, remember where the God said, okay, if you love me, give me your son, and the guy was ready to kill his son, like that kind of shit. That shouldn't happen. I'm sorry, right? And it's silly. I mean, imagine in my mind, religion is almost akin to believing in, like, of course, the Loch Ness Monster or aliens or ghosts and shit like that. And we know people all over the world who believe in shit like that, right? But we don't take them seriously and we don't respect them, but we do with religions. And that always seemed to me kind of ironic, or not ironic, hypocritical. Now, again, I'm not trying to insult people with this, and I really, part of me has always wished I could have a kind of a support system that religion does offer many people, and it does. I understand it does console people and does fill people with good. And I do know a lot of people who are truly religious, and they act truly religious, and I completely support them. I mean, I completely respect them, and it works for them. So hell, you can't argue with success. And that's another thing I got to tell you. It's really bizarre. That doesn't make any sense. Scientology, right? Tom Cruise, you can give him all the shit you want, but that guy is a successful person. And Scientology seems to be one of the ways he defines himself. So, hell, I don't know what to say about that. If it works for you, I guess I can't really complain about it. But anyway, yeah. So what do Japanese people think about Islam and Muslim stuff? They don't really know much about your religion. They don't really care much about that. I'll show you something that was really cool today. There's a hair. Oh my God, I forgot his name just now. I just forgot his name, but there's a very famous hair implant specialist in Japan. Oh, I can't remember his name now, but Clinic, Kumasa Clinic. No, what is it? Dun dun a clinic. That's how the tune goes. But today they showed the chief, the boss of the whole company, and he's in Dubai, flying in a helicopter around Dubai with all these rich sheiks. I think that's what a lot of Japanese think of them. When you think about Islam and stuff like that. And I will tell you something really bizarre. One of my students' sisters married an Islamic guy here in Japan, here in Nagoya, who was married to another woman. Okay? And they seemed very happy. And she wore the whole headscarf and everything. And before he met her, she was pretty much a little skank. She was pretty wild. I believe she even threw herself at me, which was pretty bizarre since she was quite a bit younger. But yeah, pretty bizarre. Yeah. So you do see Muslims all over Japan. Very few, but you see them more and more. 20 years ago, you never saw them. Now it's not uncommon. You go down Osaka, and I'm sure in Tokyo too. You just walk down the street and you will see a woman with a headscarf. You'll see people with beards and stuff. In my neighborhood, there's a mosque, and there's a curry place where I'm pretty sure everyone there is Islamic. But actually, I shouldn't say that. 'Cause I don't know. I've never talked about that. But actually, no, because none of them have beards, so maybe not. Oh, I don't know what their religion is. I have no idea. Okay, but nearby there is a mosque. There is I forgot, not kosher, not falafel. Halal food store. There's a couple halal food restaurants near here. So it's coming to Japan too. I pray to God it does not become like what is happening in France, because I read this article, I'm just reading this article here, and of course the media controls everything. So, and according to this article, where the hell is this article now? The article about, here we go. It says that 1,000 French citizens have enlisted to go fight in jihadist groups in Iraq and Syria, which is just crazy to me. And in Japan, just to give you an idea how this is not happening in Japan. In Japan, and you've seen this in America too, like a couple famous Americans have become jihadists, right? I don't remember the names, but that one Japanese guy talked about going to Syria about 2 months ago, and he was arrested. And I think Hiko Simon talked about this in his Tokyo Tonight. Tokyo Tonight, by the way, which we have T-shirts for that too. Check it out. Where the Tokyo Tonight T-shirts coming up. Here we go. Yeah, that's something Hiko would wear, that red one, right? But so that if you even think about doing that in Japan, you're arrested, which to me seems bad. I don't think you should be arrested if you want to go fight in a war. If you want to leave the country and go fight in a war, I think you should be allowed to do that. Let me just minimize this a little bit. I think it's screwed up. And it's ironic to me that Japan does not let people do that, and they arrest you for that. So in a way, France is a much freer country. But the bad news is people get killed in France. These terrorist attacks are happening in France. And according to this article, they've been thwarting terrorist attacks left and right in France. So apparently it's happening. Like the Islamic terrorists have been trying to attack. And this magazine that printed Charlie Hebdo, that printed that picture I just showed you, they were firebombed in 2011 for that picture. And this time, the reason may have been because last week, or this, I don't remember when, but recently, they published another caricature of a famous, I think it was a caricature, of a author, a novelist, who writes about an alternate future. And of course, it's fiction. I have to say that just in case. An alternate future in France. It takes place in 2022, in which France has become an Islamic state, and people and women have lost the right to vote, and they've become, secondary. is it secondary citizens, and they've lost a lot of their rights, and it's kind of interesting apparently. But anyway, France is screwed up. I hear this is happening a lot of places in Europe as well, like Sweden, in Switzerland. I don't know if you heard Switzerland recently. Last year I don't remember the result of the vote, but they were voting. I think they did. Yeah, they voted to reduce the amount of immigrants coming in there to 15,000 a year, which is like 0.3% of the population, something like that, because they want to keep Swiss, you know. So the big debate is multiculturalism. Can it work? Of course, America, it seems to be working semi-okay right now, right? I don't know what the future will bring. I don't want it to happen to Japan. But at the same time, Japan needs immigrants, right? But I don't want it to become a religious state of any sort. You know, but who knows what's going to happen? On the positive front and for those who are against Christians, for the first time ever this year, Halloween goods sold out Christmas goods for the first time, and yeah, it seemed less Christmassy this year. So I guess that's kind of good. Anyway, I'm worried about the world if it becomes more religious. That's what I would like to say about that. Okay, let's go back to Google News and talk about some other things that are happening. Or no, let's change this topic and go over to the J-vlogging community. This is Gogo. This is Gogo Shiverz Indigo Gogo page. Shiverz is a very cool British chick, and I wanted to talk to her because she's unlike anyone I've met on YouTube. She's this British chick, and she seems so fun. Sorry, just burped there. She seems just so fun and so supportive of herself, which I think is really cool. You know, she's wearing a Hooters t-shirt. She seems very comfortable in her own skin, and she's raising money to buy a computer, right? So she can be an animator again. She used to be an animator. I actually sent her £25 or £24, but it doesn't show up here because I don't know why. Well, I should have done it that way. I don't know why I did that, but I sent it directly to her PayPal. So, yeah, I'm not sure why I did that. But oh yeah, I purchased because my deal is I didn't want to just give her money. I wanted to give her a chance to make something for me, which is an intro. So I'm making she's going to make an intro for me, right, for this channel. So look forward to that in the future. And yeah, let's see what you can do. And I've checked out her Vimeo page. She makes really cool animations, so she has talent. And she's trying to raise money to get a computer. So if you guys are interested in supporting the arts, which I am always interested in, you guys know that I'm always interested in supporting the arts. Anyone who does something artistic on YouTube, not always, but often I will be there I'll be there for you, right? To help them out. If you're interested in supporting someone who I think is worth it, check her out. Yeah, that's her Indigo page. And I'll put links in the description there. Let's go. That's Shiverz on YouTube. And I've met her in person. She's a cool chick. Okay. Okay, so that's one J-vlogging news thing. Another, let me close these windows. Should I close this window? Do I have to go to this window anymore? Is there anything I have to refer to? No, we're done with that. Okay, good. Another interesting J-vlogger I thought you should know about is a girl named Texan in Tokyo. Her name is Grace. And she makes comic books as well. And she's pretty cool, and she's really pretty. Is that okay to say? Is it okay to say you're really pretty, Grace? It's okay. We're both married. I can admire your good looks. Here she is with the famous and equally beautiful and very charismatic Rachel, right? They're good friends. But I like her videos. She just seems. You know what's funny about Grace is that she's kind of a new J-vlogger, and she just hit 15,000 subs, and she's very happy. And it's always good to see gratefulness in the world. You know what I mean when people are grateful for what they have. I just had 100,000 subs, and I'm really grateful as well. But I don't know what. All I'm saying is, look, here's a new J-vlogger, and she's cool. So check her out. And speaking of new J-vloggers, there's someone who's really new, who's just, where the hell is she? Here she is. She's just come up. And this is Strawberry Mochi. Her name is Kelly, and she supposedly lives in Nagoya, and I've been told that she lives. Oh yeah, here she is. Yeah, she lives in Nagoya, and I've been told she's a friend of a friend who I run into once in a while. And I've told she's met Rachel already, and she's only got 2 videos up. She started with 22 subs just 2 days ago. I tweeted her the next day. She had 88. I'm sure Rachel's helping her out as well. 142 subscribers now, only 2 videos, and she's good. And she's new. So if you want to meet someone who's... Oh, and she's also into music and singing. So you will see her in future videos. We'll hopefully get to meet her in person. So look forward to her. Her name again is Kelly. I think Kelly. And her username is Strawberry Mochi. Okay. So check her out, right? And that's the JVlogger section out. There's my Facebook page. Please check the description for links to that. Now here's some other stuff that I thought was interesting in the news. I've always wanted to talk about. Okay, do you guys remember this video by Kryptonite called 3 Doors Down? I think I need a segue. Boom, boom. So 3 Doors Down by Kryptonite. No, Kryptonite by 3 Doors Down. This came out a few years ago. What year was this? Yeah, five years ago. And one of my favorite songs even today, you know. And about 2 or 3 months ago, I saw a trailer for Birdman, right? And if you've seen this video, and then you see the trailer for Birdman, right? They have this scene, which, for me, it seems like a total ripoff, but not a bad thing, you know. So I think, let's say inspiration. It seems to me that this Birdman movie, and Michael Keaton's getting awards left and right over this, was inspired by this movie. Right, and I think it's an interesting theme. You know, there's a Superman in all of us, which is what I was talking about in the last video. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm cold. I'm sick. Okay, so pretty cool. I thought pretty interesting. I guess I'll leave links to that. Other interesting shit that's happening all over the world right now. That's not what I want to talk about. Oh, here's my Twitter, by the way. If you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. The name on Twitter, by the way, is Japanese for Morons. I never mention that in my videos, but... Oh, I'm also on Twitch. I just started on Twitch. I've had an account for a long time there. But that's not me, though. Where's my... How do I get to my page? Huh? Just a minute. That's my friend Leftbeard, who I just met. And he has helped me out today. When I was at home, trying to figure out it's homesick. Let me see if this works. No results found for Give Me a Break Man. I must be under Give Me a Flake Man there. Anyway, I'm on. Yeah, there we are. Give Me a Flake Man. I'm on Give Me a Flake Man on Twitch. So that's my page there. If you're interested in that, hopefully new stuff coming soon there. I'm still figuring out how to properly video capture my games. So check that out. I guess I better add that to the description there. Twitter, that's all in descriptions. Forget about that. Go, we talked about. Okay, other cool shit that's happening that I thought was interesting was this. In Japan, in a McDonald's, they found a tooth and some plastic. So I thought, wow, that is pretty bizarre. And this is another thing about Japan I don't like. And bizarre is that they have so many McDonald's here. There are 3,000 restaurants now. And I think that just sucks. So I'm really disappointed with that part of Japan. I don't know why people eat that shit. I never go there unless I have to make a video for you guys about some weird new Japanese version of some McDonald's food. Okay, let's go. What else? Another thing I'm really interested in. I don't know if you guys know. I'm a big Clint Eastwood fan. Super big Clint Eastwood fan. And the new movie called American Sniper's out. And there's a really interesting article about connecting how Clint Eastwood is often that kind of... it connects this movie to Unforgiven, Yurusaru Zaru Mono in Japanese. One of my favorite movies. Deserves got nothing to do with it, which is something that I one of my mottos, you know. A lot of us in life think we deserve things from life, or we don't deserve that, but life isn't that way, you know. Sometimes you don't get what you deserve. And apparently this is a really good movie. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. There was something else that kind of interesting about... Oh, yeah. The article mentions how this would have been a great role for Clint Eastwood when he was young. And I got to admit, yeah, they're right. It would have been great for him. I also got to tell you a funny story. I was once dating a girl about 15 years ago. And we were at the video store. And I said, let's get a Clint Eastwood movie. And she's like... No, I hate Clint Eastwood. And I got to tell you that at that moment, that was the moment I knew that relationship was over. I don't know if you guys have ever had a moment like that, but if you have, please put it in the comments. I'd love to hear your story or make a video better. You know, we're just there where everything was great. We're having a great time, and we're trying to decide on a movie to watch. This is pre-DVD days. And I said, how about Clint Eastwood? And she said, no, I hate Clint Eastwood. And at that moment, I knew we were going to break up. I knew it was over. And we soon did. And I never saw her again. Okay, we talked about that. Here's something else that's kind of cool. Google has come up with something called a Google Cardboard box, and you connect your smartphone to 2 pictures, and then you can see something, right? So it's a simple viewer, and you can build one or buy it. But it looks pretty cool. And it's made of cardboard, which I thought, wow, Google's really going for old school this way, huh? I thought, no? Kind of interesting, huh? And the reason I found out about this is because YouTube will soon add a 360-degree video option on the videos that you're watching right now. So you will be able to watch this video, and then if I tape it correctly, you should be able to pan around the room and like look around, which would be pretty cool, right? With your mouse, like a first game shooter. Oh, this is something I thought was really, really cool. So I was on Steam today. Oh yeah, and by the way, my friends are all filled up, so I can't accept any more Steam friends because my level sucks. It's only level 2. Apparently, if I level up, I'll be able to accept more friends, which I think is stupid. They should just let you. But so look, all these people, I can't accept your friend thing. Sorry. So anyway, something I thought was really cool about Steam is that if you look at your friends, hold on, where's my friend list? Community. I'll just click on that. Huh? Where's the list of friends? I don't know I don't know how to navigate this very well, but hold on a second here. Oh, here we go. Market? Is it market? Is it home? Is it market? Let's try market. I think maybe it was market. Anyway, there's a list of friends somewhere. No, it's not that. Oh, hell, I can't find it. Anyway. Oh, here we go. Friends. Yeah, there we go. Friends. Oh, it was there. Oh, I'm sorry. That was it. My profile. If you go to your profile and look at the friends list there at the bottom, it says these numbers 100, 86, 77, 61. And that basically means what level the person is. Of course, those of you who are into gaming knows. But I was thinking that would be a great feature for YouTube to have, where you leave a comment and around next to your name appears a number indicating how much you interact with his channel. Wouldn't that be a great idea? And then I could tell what kind of level you were, and I would probably pay more attention to you. So, for example, if you comment on all my videos, then you would be like a level, I don't know, 70 or higher, right? And it'd have to be some kind of formula, like how long you've been subscribed, how many times you comment, how many times you favorite, how many times you share, like all that shit would factor into it, and would be represented would come out as a representation of a number next to your name. And that way, when you left a comment on my videos, I would be probably sure to respond, or I would, at least I would know, like, this is a true moron, right? I mean, in a good way. By the way, there's a more army of the moron group on Steam. You can join if you like. Until I level up and I can accept more of you. Yeah, isn't that a great idea? Don't you guys? What do you guys think of that idea? And if a troll came by, and because you know what a lot of people say, I get a lot of these comments from trolls. I'm unsubbing, and I look them up in my Gmail because all the emails go to Gmail to tell me who's subbed. Often these people have never ever subbed, right? Oh. So it's just like a bullshit thing. So if one of those persons wrote I'm unsubbing, but this system was intact and the number next to his name was like 1 or 0, then I could tell right away that he's a liar. He's never subbed, he's never watched my videos, he's never done anything for me, so screw him. I would ignore him, and everyone else could also tell. It wouldn't be just me. Everyone else could tell, oh, this guy's a liar, this guy's a loser, this guy doesn't watch this channel, Because sometimes people watch the channel once and then other people think that, oh, they are just jerks or something. Because a lot of people just don't know. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. It's a good idea. So on Steam, that's a little idea from Steam. So yeah, 360 around. This is new technology coming to YouTube soon. So check that out. I'm gonna close these windows out. Let me see. We talked about that. Someone's calling me. What's that? Oh, voice chat. Oh, I can't do that. No, I've never had that happen before. No. Sorry, making a video. Sorry, I'm live now. Okay. Okay, sorry. I didn't know they even had that option there. That's amazing. Okay. Oh yeah, a big something happened today. 3 or 4 people donated or contributed. I shouldn't say donate because they're not donated to my Patreon today. So wow, I'm really close to getting the $1,500 a month, which means I'll get a new 4K camera, which means wow, an amazing improvement on these videos. So look for that coming soon. I think I'm how many dollars away? I'm $18.44 away from that, hitting that milestone. Thanks to everyone who's supporting me on that, because as you know, someone who does my kind of videos is not. I'm not making the big, watch me kind of viral type videos. I really should. I really should. but I'm not. Okay, that's my email. You don't want to watch that. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, I just showed you private shit. Someone screen capture that and go through my emails. Let me see what else is happening here. Oh yeah, the D.W. Jackson. The D.W. Jackson contest will be pushed back. The results will be pushed back until Valentine's Day. So I should isolate that. Right, that's a big deal. Because there's too many. There's 141, and me and Regan. Oh, that's Shiverz Vimeo, by the way. Regan and I, and Rachel and June, and a few other people are judging. Tomoko, I think Kazuko too. I'm not sure who the judges are, but they're judging. So, yeah, we just can't watch 141 videos properly if we have to do it by January 15th. So I think that's about it. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to say to you guys today. So thank you very much for watching this long ass video. Let me know if you have any thoughts about this. I thought there was one more thing I wanted to comment on. Well, let me see. People are still talking to me on on Steam because I turned that on. Oh, anything over here? Okay, Shiverz, t-shirts, support me, mail. Oh, we talked about the Gunmen. Oh, Prophet and Oracle. Yeah, I had to explain the difference between Prophet and Oracle to my students, and that was funny. That was kind of hard because basically I said, okay, Oracle shit that happens like in the Matrix or the Hobbit, and Prophet are things that exist in religion. But to be honest, it's kind of the same thing. Oh yeah, and I had to explain how Muhammad is not like Jesus Christ. He's just a man, but you can't make fun of him. And they couldn't understand that either. It didn't seem to make sense to them at all. But, trying to make sense of religion is just crazy. Anyway, this has been my long-ass video. I want to thank you all for watching. I suppose I should have a question for you, since I do often. Oh, yeah, about the Patreon thing. I'm uploading now much more regularly, just bonus, like behind-the-scenes kind of videos on that channel now, that only they can see. Some of them will never be on my main channel just because they're not good enough for mainstream stuff. But they're just me walking around and talking about what's happening on YouTube and stuff. So behind the scenes kind of stuff is on Patreon as well. The question. Oh yeah, so if you want to see me shave, you have to join Patreon, because I do the video of me shaving, which is really close up using the new 4K camera with this new adapter that I put right on the glass chunk right there. It's a suction cup, which is really cool. If anyone has a GoPro or interested in GoPro or interested in any kind of small camera, this is a really handy thing. It cost me like $15 or so. I don't know who makes it. I got it on Amazon. But the great thing about this is you can actually put it flat on the table. I don't have an example, but yeah, well, even this would work. Put it flat on any flat surface and click it, and it holds on to it, right? So if you have a heavier camera, like I have, of course, heavier SLR cameras, it will actually support a heavier camera on a table. Now, it won't support a heavier camera on glass, but it will definitely support your GoPro type, very small camera on glass, or a smaller camera on glass, but not a big one. But it's really handy, and you can put it in the car and turn it around and film while you're driving. And so a lot of new stuff happening soon. This is a waterproof case, so the sound is terrible, but Kaz from Japan is going to be selling me. She got one for me, so look for that. That's coming soon. So much better sound, and the new mics on the GoPro 4s are really, really good compared to the old ones. So, and I'm tired and I'm sick and I shouldn't be making this video, but I did because I'm addicted to you guys, and I wanted to communicate and get all these things off my chest. Those of you who asked about my wife, thank you very much. I do not have names picked out yet at all. I told her I would ask you guys, but not in this video. I will probably make a formal a video about the baby and ask you guys to guess when it's going to be born and try to offer some kind of prize. No one's actually offered a good concept for that yet. So if anyone has any good ideas on how to conduct a contest, what would be interesting, you can email me privately at givemeabreakman@gmail.com, or you can leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Good night.